Hi friends, my name is Megan and these are BookTok darlings that I will not be reading. What's up you guys? Happy Thursday, happy first day of September. Today's video is I'm not gonna say stolen because I did not steal the content inside of it. I did borrow the idea though. Stef over at Novelty Corner, so sweet. She's a friend of mine and she did this video the other day and I liked it. So if you've not subscribed to Stef, if you've not seen Stef, her video is in the description box below. If I can put it in the cards, I will. I love Stef. We geek over a lot of the same stuff and I enjoy it very much. She's so sweet. So Stef, my apologies if you I did not tell you that I was borrowing this idea from you. But I did it anyway. So let's get that out of the way. Go watch Stef's video. It's great. She's great. Let's go ahead and let's just jump right into the BookTok darlings, shall we? So the first one I want to talk about is semi-controversial. I feel like it's not as controversial in my group of people as it will be in the grand scheme of the internet. I have zero desire to read Colleen Hover. Anything she's written, I have zero desire to read it. Now, here's what I will say. I have a sister-in-law who is not a huge reader. In the 17 years I have known this woman, she does not like to read. Reading is not something she enjoys. I did get her to read. It happened one summer. And she is currently working on window shopping. But she decided she was going to read Verity. And she loves Verity. She still thinks about Verity. So she keeps offering it to me to read. I have no desire to read it. She loves it. She's working on another Colleen Hover right now. I don't remember which one. It might be It Ends With Us, but I don't remember. She told me the other day and I don't remember. But yeah, I have no desire to read Colleen Hover. Absolutely none. Second set of books I don't want to read, I have no desire to read, are the college books that Elle Kennedy wrote. Because they're in college. And sometimes it just makes me feel kind of icky. You know, and I'll be 28 in a couple weeks. And college romances make me feel sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they make me feel gross. So, and also, like, I've just heard some not great things about Elle Kennedy. I was interested in the, like, the Good Girl Complex and stuff. Those books, however, I've not seen all over my TikTok quite like The Deal and The Score and, like, that series. Is it the Off-Campus series? Is that what it's called? Something like that. I've not seen the Good Girl series all over my TikTok. So maybe I would pick it up, potentially. But definitely not going to do the Off-Campus series by Elle Kennedy. I have no desire to read it. The next book is also a book series, but I have zero desire to read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I wanted to. There was like a 2-week period where if I could have gotten my hands on a physical copy of that book, I would have read it. I did not get my hands on a physical copy of that book. I tried really hard. I think I went everywhere but Barnes & Noble because I didn't want to pay full price. So I went to all the half-price books. I went to all the Goodwills I could. I searched online and like Amazon had them, but it was, you know, it wasn't Prime shipping and I wanted it physically. I did not want it on my Kindle. I don't know why. I could not tell you why. I don't know the last time I read physically. But I wanted to read ACOTAR physically. Could not get my hands on ACOTAR physically. And the mood has passed, you know. It's just kind of And so ACOTAR and I are not going to be acquaintances, at least not anytime soon. And the next one is actually just a book, and I have to preface this by saying I have read a book by this author. I've read 2 books by this author. One of them I loved, one of them made me uncomfortable. This one, I just know I could not get into it. And that is Credence by Penelope Douglas. Why the hell are we reading this book? That's my first question. Like, listen, I don't judge people for what they read. I love It Ain't Me Babe by Tilly Cole. I love Raise by Tilly Cole. Like, The Never King, where Peter Pan literally rips somebody's heart out. I don't have an issue with dark themes in books, and I don't have a ton of triggers. However, what the actual hell, internet, with Credence? What is this? She sleeps with her like step uncle and step cousins, or like half cousins or something. Like, what? Like, listen, again, I was too young, and too young, that's what we're gonna say, too young. My great-grandmother, my granny, let me borrow Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. My granny liked horror thriller novels. There are still some in her old house. My aunt lives in it now. My granny loved horror thriller novels. Was it right after she died? Right after she died, they released the Lifetime movie for Flowers in the Attic. And it was really cool because, like, that was kind of what we bonded over, was books and, like, these weird Lifetime movies. So, like, I understand that there are books out there that have incestuous relationships. They're not for me. And Credence just sounds like an absolute nightmare. Also, did not enjoy Punk 57. I gave it 5 stars when I read it because I didn't have anything else I could give it. Looking back on it, it's going to a 1. Like, that book was, I don't like bullying, not to quote Captain America, but I don't like bullies.
I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies.
Credence is out. Credence is off the list. That's a no. That's a no-go for me. And lastly, another one that I think would be more controversial in the past than it is now. I have zero desire to read the Bridgerton series. Number 1, I don't like historicals. I have yet to find a historical that absolutely sucks me in. I have been given a couple to try. Anyway, I have several to try now. But I just can't get behind it. And I've not even watched Bridgerton the TV show. I take that back. I watched like an episode and a half with my mom. It was the last episode. Like half an episode and then the last episode. This is another one of those situations though where I can't imagine these books are what people say they are. And like, if they are, I would love to be wrong. But I know myself enough to know that I'm not a big fan of historicals. And so I don't want to read Bridgerton. Nothing against Julia Quinn. I don't know anything about Julia Quinn. I don't want to read Bridgerton again. This was more so maybe last year, 2 years ago, that the Bridgerton books were kind of going all over my TikTok. Not so much lately, but that doesn't change that I have zero desire to pick up those books. Those are BookTok darlings that I will never read. If you want BookTok darlings that I have read, let me know. I got a couple of those too. Some BookTok is really hit or miss. I'm going to give it to them. It's hit or miss. It really depends on you and who you are as a human, more so than anything else. Everybody has different reading tastes, and I don't judge people for their reading, or if you read Credence or Colleen Hover or ACOTAR. I know everyone loves ACOTAR, right? I know this. I'm not a fantasy person. I know myself well enough to know this about me. I don't judge people on what they read though. So those are my book talk darlings that I will not be reading. Let me know what books you've seen on BookTok that you don't want to read, even if it's a book I love. The Love Hypothesis is the one I've been seeing going around BookTok. People being like, I'm not reading this, and that's fine. Just let me know. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them. If you made it this far into the video, leave a dog emoji because there's a dog in the dog park out back. I'll catch you guys on Monday with a new video. So, until next time, you guys, be good to yourself, take care of yourself, and I'll see y'all on Monday. Bye, everyone.